You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for July 21st through the 25th. Gabi is panicking and Melinda is plotting. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you are not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week and then talk about what's ahead in the week of the 21st through the 25th. All right, getting started on Wednesday, July 16th. Little Victoria is fussy at the office. Xander's multitasking, taking a very important phone call while rocking her stroller back and forth, but she is not having it. This is not where she's used to being. And Gabi may actually help out because she shows up to talk Gabi chic to Xander while she's up at the office, and she loves little babies. EJ and Gwen may strike a deal about her moving into the mansion. After all, you know, they are related through marriage. Dimitri von Leuschner is EJ's nephew, right? Because his mom, Megan, is EJ's sister. I'm doing the family tree while I'm sitting here making sure I have the math correct. Kat and Rafe meet at his office to look into EJ's finances using ISA and FBI resources. He gives Kat an earful about EJ's very colorful past. I mean, Chad's already told her a little, but Rafe's going to tell her a lot. Meanwhile, after this talk with Kat, we have Rafe heading home. He runs into Gabi, who says Ari left for the senior lake trip, and she's going to find out very soon that Ari didn't make it there. Stephanie gets a surprise from Alex. He had her book published, it looks like electronically. He's showing her the ebook cover. Kayla gets a peep at it too, but she doesn't know it's Stephanie that wrote it. And obviously she's going to freak out when she finds out her mom and dad were doing sexy things from the pages of her book. That is just so gross to me. I don't even know why Days is doing that. That gives me the ick so bad to think about just writing sexy stuff and your parents acting it out. Like, that's just gross. Anyway, Thomas asks Kat if she will play ball with him and his dad, Chad, in the park. But Kat probably knows or is assuming that Chad doesn't want her there. So it's like, should she stay? Should she go? Thursday, July 17th, Belle and EJ are choosing jurors for Johnny's attempted murder trial. Now, they both think he's innocent, but Belle is mad because she thinks EJ was getting sexy with her to get her to drop the charges. I don't think so. I think EJ was getting sexy with her because he wanted to get sexy with her. I think he made her the Eggs Benedict to try and get her to drop the charges, and it didn't work. But Belle's cooled off since then, and she makes a suggestion to EJ when he says he wishes he could remember the shooting so he could find the real shooter and exonerate Johnny. So I'm wondering if Marlena is going to hypnotize him. Sophia and her fake belly continue to lie to her mother, Amy, about being pregnant and pushing forward with adoption plans. She's getting ready to make a trip out of town with Melinda to try and wrap this up and tie off the loose ends. The kidnapper is really scaring Holly and Ari. They need to remain calm and use their heads to stay safe. Meanwhile, Tate and Doug 3 get into a physical altercation over the girls. Doug 3 insists he doesn't know where Holly is, but Tate thinks he might know. So Doug 3 absolutely knows who has them. He just doesn't know where he has them. And Doug 3 is going to try again to get into Gwen's room this week. He's desperate to get the necklace, but she seems to keep it on her, and she may be moving out soon. So we'll see if he gets it away from her. On Friday, July 18th, Gabi gets some much-needed comfort from Xander after she finds out Ari is missing. Our leaker says, don't read too much into Gabi and Xander, that there's not going to be real sparks there. She is headed in Philip's direction instead. Chad and Kat are feeling even more awkward. Is this still about the Thomas incident, or is Kat feeling a little more awkward because she's investigating Chad's brother EJ? She really can't tell him, right? Because it's ISA business. And the search gets underway to find Ari and Holly. Hopefully they'll get there in time. Their lives are at stake. Rafe pitches in, and he's with Doug 3 and Tate as they start looking for the girls. So maybe Rafe arrests the mustachioed kidnapper soon. And on Friday, Sophia is chickening out of the plan. She may be losing her nerve and doesn't want to go to Chicago with Melinda to do the fake adoption thing. But I think Melinda may talk Sophia into sticking to the plan because of what happens soon with Tate. The week of July 21st through the 25th, I'm wondering if Doug 3 comes out of this kidnapping unscathed. I mean, there's really, unless he's caught stealing the necklace, there's nothing to get him arrested. It's not his fault that bad men are pressuring him. You know, he paid off the original debt and then they came back with extra interest. That's what loan sharks do. And Doug 3 was really trying to protect Ari and Holly. He wasn't doing anything bad to them. He was just trying to stop the trouble. But now that the girls have talked to each other, I do think Doug 3 may be out a friend in Holly and out a girlfriend in Ari. Sammy's back soon to support Johnny during the trial, and she needs to see Marlena as soon as possible because they never got to grieve John together. And Hurricane Sammy probably is not going to be good for Belle and EJ's relationship. She may be livid that her little sister is still with EJ after she'd basically warned her off while he was shot and in a coma. Kristen is stressed out about Rachel having to testify in court. She's not happy that EJ was suggesting that Rachel could be manipulated to change her testimony about what she saw going on between Johnny and EJ. Kristen was definitely hoping she wouldn't have to bring her daughter to the courthouse, but she is going to have to go on the stand, and that means Belle is going to have to grill her niece Rachel. I'm sure she will do it as gently as possible, but she has to ask tough questions about the night Uncle EJ was shot. Tony and Gabi start cooking up plans for their corporate coup to take back DiMera Enterprises and get it away from Philip and Xander. Gabi has a lot of info to give Tony about Xander and Philip, and it looks like they're going to try and pit the brothers against each other when honestly, they really are already pitted against each other, but at some point soon, Xander and Philip are going to find a path forward. Sophia is soon going to tell Tate that she gave birth to a baby girl and the adoptive parents took the little girl straight from the hospital. Obviously, Sophia's going to stun Tate when she tells him this because he really wanted to meet the baby before the adoption happened. A custody battle continues to loom unless Sarah and Xander can find a way forward. Leo and Javi love little baby Tesoro, and I'm wondering if they're going to try and keep him. Gwen under the same roof as Kristen and EJ could be calamitous, and on the stand as the trial kicks off, we're going to see not only Rachel, but also Marlena and Paulina all on the stand, among others.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.